Hello, everyone. Good to see you again this week. I'm going to talk about the class that I'm teaching this evening. We're in our fifth week of myself teaching the intuition development class, where it helps to grow your psychic gifts and be able to work mediumistically as well. Tonight's class is about color. And did you know that colors have different feelings? I love that. And to prove this in class, I actually went out and brought a bunch of pieces of felt, and I actually had to go to the Joann Fabric, I think is where I went, and I brought like 8 or 9 things of felt up, and some lady's like, "What are you doing tonight? What are you doing with all this?" And I didn't know if I should tell her the truth or not, but so I said, "Well, I'm having an intuition development class tonight, and people are going to feel the different feelings for colors." And some lady online said that's absolutely true. It's true that different colors have different feelings. What's really fun is when I was taking this course with my daughter many, many years ago, every single time we had the class on this, she got every single one of them correct. I love that. And of course, there's blindfolds on, so it's super hard to cheat. And so, coming around to color, I want to talk about auras a little bit and seeing auras around people. I think it's the greatest thing. It does happen. And some people have to work at it, or some people it just comes naturally for them. Interesting enough, I'm a freelance writer for newspapers for more than 20 years. I wrote a story on a woman and a gentleman who played harps and went into areas of where people were receiving chemotherapy to do this. And one time I ended up going to lunch with them, and when I stopped to pick them up, the woman had this beautiful white aura around her. I loved it. And so one time, yet again, I asked my daughter, I'm like, "Sydney, do you see auras around me?" She said, "I do." And she's like, I'm like, "Well, what color is it?" "Well, you're not going to like it." And I'm like, "Well, why not?" She said, "Well, it's red." And I said, "Well, that makes sense to me. Red is about the root chakra, family, society, mostly family, tribal, and it makes sense because I was raising my kids at the time. And so to see auras, y'all can do it. The best way to practice is to get a blanket, lay it out underneath a tree that has, leaves and branches on it. Lay on your back and look up at the tree. And then look past it. And you'll be able to see the aura around the trees. It's pretty cool. Same with people. Gaze past them and see what you can see around them. And so I hope you enjoyed it today, and have a lovely week. See you next week.